One of the very simple observations I would make about the companies that everyone looks up to as big data companies, companies like Amazon, Google, etc., is they are newer, the systems are much newer, the systems are much fewer. They basically started with a big data mindset. And that's a very exciting place to be. But most of the companies we deal with are closer to what Vanessa was describing, companies that have been around for decades, if not, maybe not hundreds, but over 100 years. And that have, for at least the last 2 or 3 decades, been buying best-of-breed systems and trying to stitch them together. And so any typical company we deal with, I think if we find a company that has 100 major systems, that's at the low end. Typically, you're talking in the thousands. And the theory has been, for the longest time, that somehow these systems will get stitched together. And there are various integration approaches that have been talked about. Roughly every 5 years, there's a big trend about how they're all going to come together. And they haven't done, and I think what we're seeing is a lot of companies seeing, geez, this legacy infrastructure, this legacy technology needs to be comprehensively transformed. This is like building a new highway system. It's like building a new, air traffic control system, et cetera. That migration, I believe, which I think the cloud and cloud-related technologies are going to facilitate, is a really exciting new thing. I think it's something in which most companies need to engage. And that's where we are trying to play, that look, there's only so much you can do to improve the integration of these hundreds or thousands of systems. You need to have an end-to-end solution that pulls all the data and processes together into a common framework.
So maybe